Good evening, this is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series, The Week That Was College Football History Review, the 1981 college football season. This is week 13 and week 14 of the 1981 season. I'm going to conclude with the season, with games that were played. We're going to start on November 26th to November 28th, 1981. We're going to start on Thanksgiving where Texas, number 17 in the country, beat Texas A&M 21-13 as tailback John Walker, subbing for injured tailback A.J. Jones, ran for 178 yards, clinching a 60-yard touchdown run as Texas subdued Aggies. Longhorns scored all 6 touchdowns in crucial second quarter scoring, during which defense knocked A&M quarterback Gary Kubiak out of the game. So Kubiak, who led home team to 2 field goals in the first quarter, entered game with bruised shoulder that became target of Texas defenders. So the Aggies managed only 7 points with backup quarterback John Elkins. Texas quarterback Robert Brewer ran and scored and hit wide receiver Herky Walls on post pattern for 38 yards for a touchdown. Now the game of the year for 1981 was between number 11 Penn State versus number 1 Pittsburgh, where number 11 Penn State beat number 1 Pittsburgh 48-14. If both rivals ranked number 1 at different times during the season, the battle for Pennsylvania had extra juice, as number 1 Panthers, sporting 17-game winning streak, jumped to a 14-0 lead as quarterback Dan Marino hooked up with wide receiver Dwight Collins on touchdown passes of 28 yards and 9 yards in first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Pittsburgh defense had allowed minus 1 yards of offense. Marino was throwing 9 for 10 for 121 yards. Did Pittsburgh relax itself into complete reversal? Perhaps so, because the Panthers bobbled away 7 turnovers, including an interception in the end zone thrown early in the second quarter to Lions defensive back Roger Jackson that prevented third touchdown that might have launched Pittsburgh to the national title. Penn State soon got its offense going as combo of quarterback Todd Blackledge and wide receiver Kenny Jackson caught fire. Blackledge led a couple of 80-yard drives to tie the game at 14-14 by halftime and found Jackson for 42 yards and 45 yards for touchdown receptions in the third quarter. Meanwhile, Penn State defense swarmed Marino, holding him to 80 yards passing in second half. The Lions rolled on as guard Sean Farrell scored a touchdown on fumble recovery. Defensive back Mark Robinson returned interception 91 yards for another. Tailback Kurt Warner gave Lions offense some balance with 104 yards rushing. Pittsburgh's loss left top ranking to Clemson as only remaining undefeated team. Florida State lost to Florida 35-3. Next, Alabama, number 14 in the country, beat Auburn 28-17. Crimson's Tide big day finally arrived as they gave Bear Bryant his 315th win. It was a record in sweeps fashion by beating Auburn 28-17, led by tailback George Peoples. 155 yards rushing Peoples had. Auburn converted 2 fumbles on punt returns by Alabama wide receiver Joey Jones into 10 points for 17-14 lead early in the fourth quarter. Using play action to fake the Tigers, Bama quarterback Walter Lewis hit wide receiver Jesse Bendros for 38-yard touchdown pass to grab fourth quarter lead. Tide halfback Lenny Patrick added 15-yard insurance touchdown run. This was one of the greatest games ever played, said contented Bryant afterward. And finally, Arizona State, the number 18 team in the country, beat Arizona 24-13. Now, quarterback Mike Pagel threw 3 touchdowns in decisive second quarter as the Sun Devils won 15 of the last 17 in the bitterest series. Arizona grabbed early 6-0 lead in quarterback Tom Tunnicliffe's 8-yard touchdown pass to tight end Bill Cook, following interception by nose guard Gary Shaw. In second quarter, Pagel went deep to tight end Jerry Bell for 44-yard touchdown and hit wide receiver Bernard Henry twice for touchdown, second following interception by cornerback Mike Richardson. Sun Devils intercepted passes, 5 of them by Tunnicliffe, while Pagel was picked off 4 times. So that concludes a look at the week that was college football review, the 1981 college football season. The games that played between November 26th and November 28th. It's against the AP poll as November 30th. You had Washington State at number 20, 19 UCLA, 18 Southern Mississippi, 17 Arizona State, 16 Michigan, 15 Ohio State, 14 Brigham Young, 13 Iowa, 12 Washington, 11 North Carolina. Number 10 was Pittsburgh, number 9 Miami, 8 Southern California, 7 Penn State, 6 Texas Southern Methodist, 5 4 Nebraska, 3 Alabama, and 2 Georgia, and 1 Clemson. On December 5th, there were 2 games that were played. Army and Navy ended in a tie, 3-3. December 5th, 1981 is the week 14. And Georgia, the number 3 team in the country, beat Georgia Tech 44-7. On day, he finished second in the Heisman balloting. Georgia Bulldogs tailback Herschel Walker, who ran for 225 yards, scored 4 touchdowns, finishing the regular season with SEC record 1,891 yards, 3rd highest to date. Meanwhile, Bulldogs wide receiver Lindsey Scott of Georgia caught 5 passes for 154 yards, corralled quarterback Buck Belue passed for an 80-yard touchdown on game's first snap as Jackets bit on fake to Walker. Bulldogs scored on 6 series in a row for 34-0 halftime lead. Meanwhile, Georgia Tech loses up 10 straight since opening day. Shocker of Alabama averted shutout with tailback Robert Levette's 3rd quarter touchdown. Due to abuse from Tech crowd, Georgia coach Vince Dooley brought back regulars late to add final touchdown. Walker's 4th. So that concludes the regular season recap and summary of the games that I played throughout the whole season of 1981. College Football History Review, the 1981 college football season. The games that I played on November 26th and November 28th, 1981. And the games that were played on December 5th, 1981. For week 13 and 14, respectively. Let's get at the conference standings. There was a tie between Yale and Dartmouth, 6-1. Like Yale won the conference, they were top of that conference. Atlantic Coast went to Clemson with a 6-0 record. Southeastern Conference went to Georgia, looks like, but they were tied with Alabama, so they might have shared the title. Just that Yale and Dartmouth probably shared the title in the Ivy League. Big Ten, a tie between Iowa and Ohio State, 6-2 record. 8-1 record for Toledo for the Mid-American Conference. Big 8 went to Nebraska, 7-0. Southwest went to Southern Methodist, 7-1 record. And then you got Western Athletic Conference with the BYU, 7-1 record. Pac-10 went to Washington, 6-2. 5-0, San Jose State. Pacific Coast Athletic Conference went to San Jose State, 5-0 record. So that concludes the look at the regular season of college football 1981. The games that I played between November 26th and November 28th and December 5th, 1981. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. We reveal this magnitude on Thursday to talk about the 1981 major bowl games, including everything that took place during that season, including the stats, including everything to close out 1982 season in general. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. I'll talk to you on Thursday discussing the major games that were played in 1981 for the bowl games. Until then, talk to you on Thursday.